Hello, welcome to TOYSREVIL. This is my second video where I talk about comic books, where I take out a random stack of comic books from my shelf, and it is very random. As I was pulling them out, I realized it's just way too random, and I'm trying to figure out how the heck did I have these stacks of comics in the first place. Maybe this was my KIV stack, where because the thing is, I like to do back in the day was to put comics back to back. Let's say consecutive issues back to back. Because I was a cheapskate bugger, I like to seal them with 2 issues back to back. Let's say plus 6. Downside of it is, after over 2 decades, a lot of my comics are in plastic bags, yes, but they're not sealed. So it defeats the purpose. But having said that, anyway, I'm rambling on. So for folks who have watched my first look at comic books, check out my reels for the first video. This is the second one, where I explained what the heck is going on with my comic collecting lah. So I will not repeat again, so do check out what I have mentioned before. But having said that, what I'm going to do now, what I have done and what I plan to do in future, take a stack of comics from my shelf, and I'll go through them now and see what they're about. These are all like 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago. I essentially stopped collecting comics simply because I couldn't afford them. I couldn't afford comics. I was no longer on a full-time gig, so there wasn't fixed revenue for me to be able to have constant comic pulls every week. So I decided, this was one of the last things I decided to stop collecting. Anyway, let's have a look at the comics. First one, Starman. I mean, I love Starman though. Sons and Fathers. Is this a mini-series? No, it's not. It's maybe somewhat familiar, but yet not very familiar. You can see the pages have gone yellow. So yeah, it's a bit of a waste. So much for mint in bag. Can. So yeah, I need to find the issues before and after, so I am able to read them at a go and not like read and get stuck halfway that I don't know what's going on. Namor. Why would I buy these? Because I'm a hoarder lah. Namor number 2, so I better have bought number 1. The Creeper. Wow. I bought a lot of stuff, man. I don't think I read the actual comic itself. Number 3. So if I do find the rest, I would. Oh, cheeky covers. I mean, Image is great for them lah. They're constantly about this. Deviate, because it's Warren Ellis. Okay, Warren Ellis was my guy that I read. More Deviate. Okay, this is one. Oh, multiple copies. Multiple number 1s. This is number 1. This is number 1. Yeah, I was a sucker for multiple covers lah. Yeah, maybe, let me see if I can tilt my comic away from the light source up here, so there's no much reflection. Silencers from Moonstone Comics. I have no recollection of this. I was a sucker for independent titles as well, black and white, especially black and white, of a specific illustration type. I think this reminded me of Dr. X. Is it Dr. X? Yeah, this is the sort of artwork aesthetics which I enjoyed. More cartoonish, squarish. Yeah, okay, this could be a decent read. I mean, I'm the sort that love many things on a page, so yeah, this could be a decent read. I don't remember buying subsequent issues, but I might be wrong, depending on what I find in my stack of comic books. I tell myself not to rush over this. Fantastic Four, Authoritative Action. Mark Waid. Yeah, no recollection. NYX. Middleton. John Middleton? I forgot the artist's name. But, I mean, I love clean, simple artwork like this as well. This works for me. I think, was he on Runaways? Marvel's Runaways? I might be wrong. Bear with me, my memory is 20 years old. Yeah, it works for me, man. I like this type of clean lines as well. As much as I love like George Perez detailing, I also enjoy clean lines like this. Oh, written by Joe Quesada. Is there a credits page? Yeah, I'll sort it out later. Not that curious right now. Ah! This is a great cover though. Great cover. Very Lolita. You want to talk about it? Sleeper, one of my favorite comics in this particular genre. Ed Brubaker. Loved his art. I think I followed him in Captain America. And then, yeah, he wrote this with art by Sean Phillips. I think let me put this aside. This is number 10. So obviously I collected the series. Avengers and JLA. Kurt Busiek. George Perez lah. You can't go wrong with George Perez, man. Let's have a look inside. Ooh, stuck to the covers. Okay, decent. Nice page. Yet not that yellowish. So, I mean, look at the details. I was a sucker for details. As much as I love clean lines, I mean, I love the page that is chocked, filled with details. Okay, very tempted to read this. And probably I will. Let me put this aside somehow. Put this aside. Part of the reasons why I'm doing this video as well is to reacquaint myself with the comic books that I might have missed reading. And also to bring life to my hoard lah. Otherwise there'll just be a hoard in the corner of the room. Sorry, not a corner of the room. Filled up my room. Terra Obscura. I think Alan Moore. Was it? It is, yeah, Alan Moore. I mean, I love the art already. Do I want to see inside? Nah, I won't. I'll see if I can find another. I'll put this. I realize I'll put this for where I want to find out copies and read. And yes, Ed McGuinness, world's finest. So Superman with Batman. Always lovely. Mystique. Wow, this one a Hoard lah. Obviously Hoard. Michael Vaughn, I'm not sure. Matthew Vaughn, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't have regularly followed. Supreme Power, I remember vaguely. I did enjoy it, a mini-series from Max. So it's explicit content, and it was. And it is pretty cool. Let me find. Bad Girls. This is fun lah. You know, very Bruce Timm-ish. Let's see if the inside is the same as the outside. No, it's different. First thing when I look at it, it just reminds me of Sabrina. Is it Sabrina? No, that's not the name I was thinking of. Doesn't matter. Wow. Again, this is not something that I would collect, but no doubt I was enamored by the cover. By Mignola. BPRD from the Hellboy universe. Oh, Jeff Johns, Scott Collins. Rock and roll, man. Ecstatics. I bought it because it was Mike Aldred. I loved Mike Aldred's art ever since Mad Men. So when he went to like a commercial title like Ecstatics with Marvel, it was like, yay, cool. But frankly, the story didn't appeal to me as much. I'm not gonna lie. But because it's Mike Allred lah. The Titans, number 29. But they're just kids. I have no recollection of this story. Sleeper, yeah. Okay. Sleeper number 6. What I have here is Sleeper number 10. Oh, a huge jump in missing issues, man. So I'm not gonna kill myself trying to find. If I do, I do. New X-Men. I realized the whole chunk of New X-Men, I think Grant Morrison's run, I collected. They're part of my pools, my comic weekly pools, but I don't remember reading them. So one day I should. Oh, Terra Obscura, number 1, yay! Is this Midnighter? No, it's not. Number 1. Yikes. So here I'm number 4. 6-issue run, so at least I have 2 issues. So here's hoping, I put aside, here's hoping I'll be able to find the rest of the 4 issues in between. Humans Defense Corps. I'm a hoarder lah. Blackburn Covenant. I'm a hoarder. JSA number 50. I'm a hoarder. Captain America. Nice. Why? Jay Lee. I was a fan of Jay Lee art, man. I'll put it aside because of the art. Ultimate X-Men. Bendis. Finch. Tilbert. Bought it because of the art. Can't remember the story. Eternal. Nice, the Eternal. Eternals made in a movie, Marvel movie, which I did not dislike, but neither was it memorable enough. Okay, let's see what's the artwork inside. Only for curiosity's sake. Yeah, same dudes. Readable. Bit mature though. Topless ladies. Again, this is number 2, so yeah, can't read it by itself like this. At this point in time, I would rather be able to get a run of, a consecutive run, so I can read it, choose to read it if I want it. But even if I didn't want to read it, I read it halfway, I don't like it, I can stop. But it would not be in a sense where I read, finish an issue, and I'll miss the next issue. So that is the struggle I had with comic books in the past. And because I regular weekly pulls, right, they were enough to keep me enthralled every week. So by the time a month later the new issue comes out, if they come out in the monthly series, then I don't have missing time or too much of a gap, because there are other comics in between to fill up the gap. Remind myself of the cool days. Death Blow. I initially bought Death Blow because of Jim Lee art, but subsequently I have no recollection of the lore. Cyberforce. Cannot deny. No, this is not. This is David Finch. Yeah, I bought it for art. I'm not familiar with the story as well. Generation Art. Again, the story. Not familiar with the story. Nice. Crow, City of Angels. I think this is an adaptation of the feature film. Of course it is, because this is the cover from the feature film. Wow. Not as memorable as the first one. But still, if only I had number 1, then together with this, I'll package it together with my trading cards and I can sell as a set. Yeah, not something that I would keep. I put this aside in case I find the Sensational Spider-Man. Why am I staring at this? Because I think the cover used to be white lah. Now it's obviously yellowed. Wow, obviously yellowed. Sensational Spider-Man, number 9. Okay, this is number 10, number 9. This better be 8. Yes, it's 8. That's what I do lah. I love to have my comics placed like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm obviously missing one issue, 1 or 2 or whatnot. More likely 1 or 2. Then 8, 9, 10. Did I stop here? I have no clue. Okay, that's it. That is it for my flip of comic books for this particular video. And yeah, I will take another stack and do another video soonish, if not nightly, until I get feedback. No, that's not fair. Until there's no feedback and there's no views, then probably I'll abandon it and just enjoy for myself. Having said that, I will end this stream. Thank you all for looking. It has been 20 minutes. Wow, 20 minutes of me rambling on about comic books. I'm sorry if there's not informational enough for you, but I just want to share my geekdom, share a huge part of my life before abandoning it due to finances. But this was all a huge part of my life. And yeah, thank you all for viewing. See you all again soon. Bye bye.